Be doers of the word and not merely hearers who deceive themselves. This is the monthly watchword from James 1 for the month of October, which began yesterday. And I believe it is important to hear such words again and again, especially among us Protestants. The emphasis on an active faith is all too quickly suspected of works righteousness. Human beings are justified by faith alone and not by works. This insight of Paul's was newly inculcated in us by Martin Luther. In his time, he wanted to call a church back to Christ that had made a lucrative business out of indulgences for the remission of sins and thus abused faith to raise money. Luther did not particularly like the Epistle of James because he thought he discovered an overemphasis on works in it. But one must not pit the words of James against the words of Paul. Be doers of the word and not merely hearers who deceive themselves. James is absolutely right. How could one truly believe without being touched by the need of one's neighbor and then also taking action to overcome his need? Yes, righteousness comes from faith alone and not from works. But that genuine faith is always also active faith that is just as clear. It is important to be reminded of this again and again. Therefore, I gladly take the words of James into this month of October. Be doers of the word and not merely hearers who deceive themselves. Go blessed and guarded by God into this week.